If there hadn't been a law against abortion when I was born, I know I wouldn't be here today. I well remember sitting at a caregiving bedside to my birth mother, and she was going through a rough spot in her life. I was in my mid-30s, and she took me by the hand and she said, "I'm so glad I didn't abort you." And then she started to tell me about why she looked for an abortion. In fact, she attempted 4 times to abort her pregnancy with me. And here we were, some 35 years down the road, needing each other desperately, and keeping that unplanned pregnancy that she had. I was conceived in stress. I don't really know who my father was. I caused a lot of problems for her in arriving as an unplanned pregnancy into her body, invading her future, and somehow, through the goodness of God, my life was spared. My life was spared. And my birth mother tells the story of keeping me until I was 2 years old, and then just not being able to cope with the stress of being a single mother back in the day when there were no social supports for single moms. She tells the story of putting me in a crib, lining up baby bottles, and her having to go off to hairdressing school while she hoped I would figure it out. And my understanding of the story is it was my cries caused the neighbors to call Child and Family Services. And, you know, there's lots of stories you don't quite figure out, but all you know is that being an unplanned pregnancy caused tremendous disruption in my birth mother's life. But through it all, somehow God had a way in just saying, this is not a throwaway child. And so I'm thrilled that I was adopted by a loving home, not an easy home. The adoption was very difficult on the home I went into. And I'm thrilled that adoption was a great, great option for me. And I know that had abortion been a legal option in Canada back then, I would not be here today.